go. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Masters Fantasy Show, brought to you by MastersFantasyFootballLeagues.com. My name's Jonathan. Joining us today, the Doc, Dynasty Owl. We're the Masters crew. What's up, guys? How you doing today?
Ready to talk football.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree more, Al.
Yes. Yeah, as always, we're talking Dynasty football. Well, as usually, we're talking Dynasty football. Taking a look at the wide receiver position. We'll be honest, man, we're all taking a look at the playoffs, getting ready to make our push down the stretch. So we're going to be taking a look at some wide receivers we think we could add to your team, could help you get in the playoffs, maybe even cash in this year. Kick it over to you. Let's start with the Doc today, man. DOC.
Oh, you guys are going to love my pick.
Perfect.
The wide receiver I'm targeting. No, right team, wrong receiver. The guy I'm looking at is Van Jefferson. That's who I think, and no disrespect to Odell, as bitter as I was about
these are
situation.
totally shots at Odell. Go ahead.
No. No disrespect to Odell. There's a million reasons that I think he won't produce at a high level with LA, and it's really has nothing to do with him. I do think, I mean, it's hard to build that kind of chemistry that quick. I know he'll get open. He is good. I'm worried about Odell being old and banged up still, man. And Van Jefferson is younger. He's got the chemistry already with Matt Stafford. He knows the playbook, the system better than Odell. I think this is the guy I want post Robert Woods ACL, not Odell Beckham. And I do think long-term too. I mean, realistically, Robert Woods is going to be, I think, 30. Is he 29 or 30?
Yeah,
and he's going to be coming off an ACL at 30. Cooper Kupp is not super young, and Odell's on a one-year deal. So realistically, not only is Van Jefferson, to me, in line for a nice uptick in targets the rest of the way this year, but I think next year he could be in line for a bigger role in an offense that is pretty pass-heavy. So I like Van Jefferson a lot. I think he can make you a little push down the stretch. I don't know that he's winning you a league, but he's a guy that I like the rest of the way in that offense to make a little bit of noise.
Yeah, it's a great take in Dynasty. Van Jefferson, I can't express enough the opportunity that lies ahead of him currently. And something you nailed it, something I've been thinking quite a bit about is Robert Woods will be 30 when the season starts next year, coming off that type of an injury. And I hate to say this because I don't want to put this on any guy, but I've been thinking he might be done, man. We may never see that type of Robert Woods, or, I mean, he may be delegated to just kind of like a piece on the offense. I'll kick it over to you, Dynasty Owl. Do you think Robert Woods might be done?
Sure. So what's actually really funny about all of this is, over the past few weeks, this time of the year where, we have teams that are contenders, we're looking for these pieces that we're talking about. Robert Woods was the guy I was going out there trying to target.
Right.
Really thankful none of my offers for him got accepted. I mean, I was offering, like stuff like Tyler Boyd in a second for Robert Woods, those kinds of offers for him, and no one was biting them. Thankfully no one bit, because what happened. But I kind of agree with everything you guys were just saying. Going back to the Doc's point, so I'm a little more optimistic on OBJ for the rest of this year. But long term, I think this is a huge opportunity for Van Jefferson because, as you were alluding to, Commish, I think the future for Robert Woods, I don't want to say is in doubt, but I mean it's in question. Who really knows what it holds? I don't have his contract situation in front of me, but maybe there's some voidable years in that because maybe they just move on from him completely if they don't think he's going to be the receiver he was when they signed him to that extension. So I like Van Jefferson a lot. Tutu Atwell's a name in Dynasty too, who, now that I think he's going to be a legitimate fantasy threat, but just another playmaker they have in that room. And there's a little bit of whispers they might try and work out something with Odell long-term too. So I think that says, maybe Robert Woods isn't the guy that he was the past few years there.
I like it, and I actually ran out and picked up Tutu Atwell everywhere.
Yeah,
I'll be honest, I didn't have any shares of him anywhere.
I think he's on the IR right now.
I did not know that until after I made the pickup. Which brings me to my next question, because hey, this is Dynasty football. Yeah. Sometimes you got to dig super deep. I've been waiting to talk to you all week, Doc, and I wanted to talk to you face to face before I asked you about this guy, because when I look at the complete free agent list in my fantasy league. Mm-hmm. Like, man, so let me see who's left after Tutu then. And they got a rookie. They got a rookie sitting over here, and his name is. And I'll be honest, I have no clue who he is, man. Ben Skoen.
And Skoranek, baby.
Do I pick him up? Is this a waste? What's going on, Doc?
I mean, I don't see a ton of value in his spot on the Rams right now. But hey,
we're talking the future, though. I mean, if Robert Woods is done, if Odell's washed up, I mean, there's roster spots going. I mean, I'm just.
Yeah, no, I mean, I get you, and I like Skoranek too. I mean, he is kind of a bigger receiver, which they don't really have, so I do kind of like that aspect of it. I don't know. I mean, I do kind of like the idea of having a little stash there, but I also do kind of think, not having Tutu get those reps. I mean, I feel like that's kind of stuff that's letting him get snaps right now, but. I mean, I think he's worth keeping an eye on for sure. I don't know that he's worth a roster spot right now, but definitely someone to keep an eye on to see how he's used the rest of the way.
And, maybe not even here at Master. Some of you guys may have some other teams that are like deeper too. So I guess that's why I had asked, like, even like a long-term dynasty stash. Is this guy worth looking at,
I do like him. I think, he's nothing flashy. He's just consistent. And, he'll make good plays, good jump ball target too, realistically. So, up, I like it.
And you know what? Honestly, for you guys at home, I knew that there was nobody better to ask. Good stuff, Doc.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Thank you.
No, I haven't gone yet.
Oh, dang. Go ahead.
None of you. I think we're still on me.
So I kind of, if it's cool with you, Commish, I've got 3, but I'll be real quick with them. Just kind of give them some options to go after here. My 3 buy now receivers for contending teams: Tyler Lockett, Adam Thielen, and Antonio Brown. I think Antonio Brown's like dynasty value is back to almost, I don't want to say rock bottom, but all of a sudden he's super affordable because he's been hurt again. And I know he's about 33 years old, but he was putting up wide receiver 1 numbers at the start of this year when healthy, even with Evans and Godwin. And you could argue, and I think the numbers show, he was almost the best option out of the bunch, at least from a production standpoint of what was happening. Whether or not he's, truly the best out of that group at this point, maybe not, but the numbers don't lie. I know he's going to probably miss another week, it sounds like, but I think he's going to come back here. And, Tampa coming off a couple, they lose 2 in a row just this past week. It's 2 in a row? I don't know.
I think it's 2 in a row.
Saints. Yes, I think they've lost 2 in a row now. So, I think, Brady and this group's going to be motivated down the stretch. I think they're going to, need to win some games to kind of hold on to, playoff seeding and all that. And I think Brady's going to look AB's way a lot. And I think he's going to finish the year, from points per game standpoint as a wide receiver 1 with the time missed, not a wide receiver 1 throughout the span. But if you sort that thing by average points per game, I think Antonio Brown's name will be at the top 12. So he's my buy now.
Yeah, I love it. I'll be honest, me and you seen eye to eye on that. AB, my guy, man, written down here.
Yeah.
Unreal, Al.
Well, I had OBJ. I had OBJ and AB written down.
Like it. Yeah.
So, you pretty much, me and you this week, man. And like you said, a lot of, with Godwin, his foot, and I think all these guys are going to be okay. But who knows, man, down the stretch, if Godwin isn't 100% healthy, if Gronk can't come back, which we were expecting all these things to happen. Even if everybody's healthy, Antonio Brown going to get his targets. But I think there's even a possible path for more targets if none of these guys can stay healthy right now. So
yeah, and both the guys you had written down, Bruce Arians said, I don't need OBJ because I already got AB.
Something else I thought of too.
Yeah.
Don't even need him. We got AB down here.
Yeah.
So, and you know how Tom Brady feels. I feel like that's his guy. So
right. Yeah.
I mean, Gronk and AB, those are his guys. Yeah. So I love them down the stretch. Good stuff, guys. As always, that's going to wrap up this edition. On wide receivers, you should pick up down the stretch. Help yourself win the championship this year. You can thank us later. As always, if you could hit the like and subscribe button. Any last words, guys?
Thanks for listening.
All right.